Most people misunderstand power. They think it comes from charm, skill, or persuasion. They're wrong. Real power comes from dependency. When others rely on you, emotionally, financially, professionally, you don't just influence them, you control them. Right now, people in your life may already be creating chains for you. Friends, colleagues, family, they may be subtly manipulating you by making you rely on them. And if you fail to see it, you will be the one trapped. I learned this the hard way. I was generous, helpful, always saying yes, thinking kindness would earn loyalty. I didn't realize that in human behavior, dependence is a weapon. I was giving people power over me without knowing it. Then I studied Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. Make people depend on you for their happiness and prosperity, and you have nothing to fear. The more reliant someone is on you, the more control you possess. Hare, in Without Conscience, explains it further. The world is full of people with psychopathic tendencies who exploit dependency. And Zimbardo, in The Lucifer Effect, demonstrates that ordinary people, given leverage, will manipulate anyone in their orbit if it benefits them. Write in the comments, "I will become indispensable without being exploited." Recognize this first step. Awareness of dependence is the start of control. Principle 1. True power lies in need. Truth. People who rely on you for solutions, guidance, or resources are inherently less likely to oppose you. Greene, Book Insight. The more people need you, the freer you are to direct the outcome. Example. A financial advisor who manages everything for a client doesn't just earn fees, they gain leverage over decisions, opinions, and trust. Action. Position yourself as the one whose knowledge, skills, or access is essential. Be the solution people can't replace. Principle 2. Help strategically, not selflessly. Truth. Unconditional help builds enemies as easily as allies. Book Insight. Simon, in Sheep's Clothing, notes manipulators exploit those who give without strategy. The same principle applies in reverse. You must help with purpose. Example. You mentor a junior employee only in areas that strengthen your influence. They grow, but their dependence grows with you. Action. Offer assistance that increases reliance on your expertise but retains your boundaries. Principle 3. Control knowledge, control people. Truth. Knowledge is currency. When people rely on your insight, your power grows. Book Insight. Cialdini's Influence explains that scarcity increases perceived value. Example. A manager provides crucial data selectively. Employees become dependent on them for critical decisions. Action. Share expertise strategically. Make yourself a gatekeeper of valuable information. Principle 4. Emotional dependency is subtle but lethal. Truth. People who emotionally rely on you will adjust to keep you in their life. Bernstein, in Emotional Vampires, shows how emotional dependency allows manipulation and how it can be reversed to create influence. Example. A friend constantly seeks your advice for personal crises. You don't just support them, you subtly guide choices and decisions to increase their reliance. Principle 5. Be indispensable in one key area. Truth. Mastery in a single domain creates leverage across others. Book Insight. Greene says, master a skill that everyone else needs, and your power is automatic. Example, a tech employee becomes the only person capable of maintaining the company's critical software. Even if they are silent, they control decisions. Action, identify and develop one skill that people cannot replace. Guard it, cultivate it. Principle 6, avoid overdependence yourself. Truth, you cannot control others if you are controlled. Book Insight. Zimbardo shows that dependence creates vulnerability. Power flows where reliance exists. If you rely, you are the prey. Example, a consultant who depends on one client is powerless if that client withdraws. Action, diversify influence. Maintain multiple channels of leverage so you remain independent. Principle 7. Control resources, control people. Truth. Who holds access holds power. Book insight, Snakes in Suits highlights how corporate psychopaths rise by controlling key resources others need. Example, a project manager controls budgets. Employees cannot proceed without approval, making them dependent. Action, identify and manage resources critical to others' success. Guard access strategically. Principle 8, reputation as a tool of dependence. Truth. People follow those whose reputation suggests indispensability. Book insight, Greene says, your reputation is the cornerstone of power. Guard it with your life, and it can generate dependence silently. Example, a consultant's reputation for reliability makes clients return even when alternatives exist. Action, cultivate a reputation for being irreplaceable, consistent, and competent. Use it to maintain leverage. Principle 9. Make others rely without realizing it. Truth. The more subtle the dependency, the less resistance you'll face. Book insight, Greene and Cialdini both emphasize that influence is stronger when unconscious. Example, employees come to you for guidance on decisions you subtly steer without overtly asserting control. Action, provide solutions gradually. Build reliance incrementally. Ensure it feels natural, not forced. Principle 10. Withdrawal as leverage. Truth. The moment people realize they cannot replace you, your power crystallizes. Book insight, Greene says, the absence of a valued presence creates demand. Example, step back briefly from routine tasks. Watch how people scramble to fill the gap. Action, test the degree of dependence. Withhold support strategically to reveal your influence. Ignore this law and others will control your outcomes. You will be a cog in someone else's machine, trapped by the very help you offered. Decide now, will you remain replaceable, or will you become indispensable, untouchable, and in control of your sphere? Like this video if you are ready to wield influence with precision. Share it with someone who struggles to assert power. Subscribe, not for the channel, but for your own strategic mastery. While you hesitate, the chains of dependence are already forming around those who know the law.